Lisa.
Thanks, Kayla. The Pittsburgh Panthers men's basketball team is on a huge rise as the team is currently number 56 in net rankings and currently sits as the 7th ranked team in the ACC. One key player, Blaine Hinson, has not only motivated his teammates to play hard on the court, but has also reached an individual milestone. On February 18th, Pitt crushed the Louisville Cardinals 86-59 with 41 points coming from Hinson. And with a driving layup scored towards the middle of the first half of the game, Hinson surpassed 1,000 points, making him the 4th fastest Panther to ever reach 1,000. Before the Louisville game, Hinson had scored 179 three-pointers in his career, making him the ACC's leading three-point shooter and 5th leading scorer. And after scoring a total of 68 points over the course of 2 games, Hinson has earned Oscar Roberts National Player of the Week, as well as ACC Player of the Week for the 2nd time this season. Hinson's drive and energy is reflecting well onto his teammates, as the Panthers have now won 7 of their last 9 games. The Panthers look to play Virginia Tech this Saturday, February 24th at 5:30 p.m. here at the Peterson Events Center. In other exciting basketball news, the University of Pittsburgh has just announced a few days ago that they will be hosting this year's regional of the basketball tournament. The basketball tournament is the $1 million 64-team winner-takes-all event and will occur here at Pitt for the first time ever in 2024. I had the wonderful opportunity of speaking with CEO and founder John Mugar on what success TBT has seen over the past 10 years and what TBT plans to bring to Pitt over the summer. So, what inspired you to start the basketball tournament and how did it initially get started?
I was texting back and forth with a childhood friend of mine named Dan Friel about 11 years ago now on a Sunday. We were both off from work, and we usually hypothesize about different sporting events and ideas that we have. And this idea was, what do you think would happen if you put $50 million on the table and invited any basketball team in the world to play for it? Would LeBron come out? Would the Lakers play? Would Duke play? Would Pitt play? Would guys at the YMCA be able to compete? Would women be able to compete? And there's something about that free-for-all model that was all-inclusive and extremely high stakes that appealed to us, because professional sports gets more and more professional and less high stakes, I think, as it grows. And so we pursued that, and it became more realistic than 50 million. It became $1 million winner take all. And here we are 10 years later.
Yeah, no, that's definitely amazing to just hear that it started from something like just from a simple text message and became something like huge. So like over the past 10 years, the basketball tournament has expanded into something revolutionary. Over 400 games have occurred. You paid out over $10 million in prizes. You collaborated with many large corporate partners such as ESPN and other companies. So what does this major accomplishment look like for you as founder and CEO?
It's hard to have envisioned we'd be where we are. I don't think we really looked this far ahead. So like in TBT, I think for the first 3 years alone, every single venue we tried to play in said no to us, even though we were renting them. But I think for us, every day we're trying to make improvements on a daily basis. So we don't really take much time to take our head up and look around and see where we are. I think we see a massive opportunity in growing the format, which is basically all that high stakes, open to all. It's inclusivity and games of consequence and meaning, and doing that across multiple sports. So we launched our soccer tournament last year. In addition to basketball, we now have 2, and then we just launched our women's soccer tournament a few weeks ago. So we're expanding this model out, and I think as we envision our future, it'll encapsulate many different sports.
Yeah, thank you. So then this year, TBT is coming to the University of Pittsburgh, which students here, like myself at Pitt, are incredibly excited to see, as well as the zoo crew being able to manage the event. What does this year's tournament look like? How do you think the University of Pittsburgh will create a loud energy to draw attention to this year's event?
We just announced our 8 regionals, and we have 4 returning regionals and then 4 new ones, of which Pitt is one. So we're always incredibly excited to come to new places like Pitt, to see what the fan base is like over the summer, because it's a wildly different fan base than the winter. And we often draft off the excitement and the unexpected in the arena. And if fans show up and show out for Pitt, we know this is a place we're going to be for a long time.
It definitely. Pitt is very excited to host the regional tournament. We have such a wide student fan base within the Oakland Zoo, and especially like how you said, since it's going to be during the summer, it's leading into football season. So a lot of students are going to be more excited and more hyped to, kick off other seasons of sports. We really appreciate you doing this. Thank you so much for your time. The TBT Regional will be held by the Pitt alumni team Zoo Crew, whose roster will feature former Panther legends Jamel Artis and Jamaris Burton. The regional will be held here at the Peterson Event Center from July 19th to July 24th. From Pitt to the Point, I'm Pitt sports reporter Risa Campbell. And now we turn to our city sports reporter Megan O'Connell. Megan.